Hey YouTube, how you doing? I'm bringing in a video today. It's a comparison of Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit on how I feel about both games, and maybe to see how you guys feel about the games too. Which one do you guys like better? You know, what should be changed about the game? What should stay the same? What's good? What's bad? You know, all the basics. Before I get into it, this game mode I'm playing is Drop Zone. It's on bootleg. I go 52 and 13. I think I did pretty good. So, you know, enjoy the gameplay and just listen to what I say about the Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 and see if you agree. Just let me know in the comments. First off, I wanted to talk about the graphics. I've heard a lot about the graphics. A lot of talk about if it's better, if it's worse. I believe Modern Warfare 3 is, the graphics are better than Modern Warfare 2, but I truly think that the graphics could be better than they are. Like, the gameplay, the maps, everything, I think it can be improved. Considering it's the top game, one of the top games, I think the graphics should be a little better, but the campaign was great, so I'm not really complaining. Now we're moving on to gameplay. What I mean by this is the strategies people are using, like drop shotting, camping, free running, and patrolling. Camping, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You're sitting in one area. Drop shotting, self-explanatory. You're dropping down to the ground while you're still shooting to protect yourself. Patrolling is when, I mean, it's in between running around and camping. You're pretty much controlling a room, and you kill somebody and move to another spot. And depending on who the person is doing it, they might aim at the person or at the spot where they killed the person, you know, hoping for another kill if the person's going for revenge. So, I mean, usually I play like a tactical. My settings are set on tactical. I'm a running guy, as you can see. I don't really stay in one place. The only time I stay in one place is if I'm on a high kill streak, and even then I don't really camp. I patrol. Now moving on to XP. XP is pretty much the same on Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, but on Modern Warfare 3 you have to get to 80 to prestige, and that kind of bugs me. I mean, you're telling me that you have to get to 80 every time to prestige? Like, see, like, I'd rather just get to 70 like on Modern Warfare 2 than have to have 10 more levels and so much more XP. Then I wanted to talk about the unlocks. What I mean by here is the categories like the guns and the perks and all that. I love the way Modern Warfare 3 is set up. Modern Warfare 2, I do not like the weapon setup for unlocks. I mean, I dealt with it when I played Modern Warfare 2 before Modern Warfare 3 was known, but I like how Modern Warfare 3 is set up. You know, you don't have to use an attachment to unlock an attachment. You don't have to get headshots to get camos. And I like the levels of the gun. How you level up on a gun. And on Modern Warfare 2, it was difficult to get headshots easily, like without boosting, or, you know, I mean, it took you some time. You couldn't get autumn camo on a lot of guns before you prestiged. And you don't keep the camos, so I mean, it's kind of pointless just to go for headshots. So you were stuck with the bare minimum camos. And they were kind of grainy, and there wasn't gold. In Modern Warfare 3 there's gold, and they're defined, and I mean, the camos are pretty cool. And now I want to talk about trick shotting. Well, the trick shotting was like one of the main things a clan did on Modern Warfare 2. They would besides clan battles, they would get on and, you know, set up search and destroy, and one person would go on one team and the rest would go on the other, and usually be on Rust or Terminal. And what they would do is one person, the one person is called the dummy, and he sat down there, and the other person's used their snipers to get a trick shot. And I mean, that was awesome. Like, they would do some crazy things. My clan, I guess you could say, we're trick shotters. I am a pretty good trick shotter, and one of my other clan members. We usually just play online, but hey, I'm getting off topic. In Modern Warfare 3, they decided they were going to take out the double Y tap, and if you don't know what that is, the double Y tap is when you tap triangle, or if you're on Xbox, tap Y twice, and it takes the gun away and then brings it back like right away. People would use it when they were like jumping down for a trick shot, when they were spinning and doing the 360, and they would double Y tap to make it look better. They took that out on Modern Warfare 3. You could still do it, but what happens now, the gun stands still. It doesn't, you can't shoot, you can't aim down the sights, and you can't knife. And that kind of bugs me a little bit too, because I loved trick shotting. Like, I was really looking forward to doing trick shots with the new guns on here, and then I went with my friend to try to do it, and I was like, what the heck is going on? You can't shoot. You can't continue the trick shot. So let me know what you guys think on that too, because if we get enough people to come together through your trick shotter, maybe we could get double attack back. Moving on to maps. The maps on here I think are pretty good. The maps on Modern Warfare 2 are good too. It depends what kind of what kind of gameplay you like to play. What game modes you're playing on the map. This is a great drop zone map, but it's not so great of a domination map, for the point that everyone likes the kill streaks, like the helicopters and the Reapers and AC-130s. Well, on here you can't use them that good because there's buildings everywhere. You can't really shoot anyone. The maps are pretty decent size here. There's a couple small ones, a couple big ones. There's two maps that bug me in the Modern Warfare series. This one is Outpost, not a fan, and the one in Modern Warfare 2 was Derail. I could not stand that map. It was so big. People just camped and sniped, and it got on my nerves. But all in all, the maps are pretty good. I'm pretty good at running them. You get the system pretty quick, depending on what game mode you play. I play Drop Zone most of the time. Next is perks. I wanted to talk about new perks, old perks, what came back. I mean, obviously they're named different, some of them. Sleight of Hands and Scavenger, you can't really change the name of that. But when you're used to using Sleight of Hands, it's kind of hard to go to Scavenger. So I kind of wish Scavenger was on a different perk layout. My third perk, I use Sit Rep, and sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Like, I mean, it depends. If you're in a lobby with people using claymores and bouncing betties, yeah, it comes in handy. But like Drop Zone, it does too because of the fake care packages. But I wish Scavenger could be like maybe there, so I could have Sleight of Hands and Scavenger, or Sleight of Hands and Extreme Conditioning or something. That'd be better. But I'm not really complaining because I got used to reloading slower. I've always used Sleight of Hands, so I was used to it, and I finally broke the habit. And the Commando perk on Modern Warfare 2, it was so overpowered. I mean, like right now, if I knifed, I could be running a knife from back where I was and knife that guy. And it was crazy. Like, people were getting hacks too, to where they could just knife like crazy far. And it sucked. It sucked. And the perk selection, I was talking about that with Sleight of Hands and Scavenger. I wish they put certain perks outside to a different category. Some perks can be good mixed. Some perks are better where they are. And like I said, I'm not complaining too much about this game. I like both. I have a clan on Modern Warfare 2, and I like this game a lot. And to me, they're pretty much equal. They're good and bad in both in many ways. More good so than bad, and they pretty much even each other out. And the last thing I want to talk about is the weapons. They brought a couple weapons back. I mean, of course, they're gonna bring back like the M4A1, the UMP, the SCAR, the ACR, all favorite guns of mine on Modern Warfare 2, and I was happy to see the new ACR. It's a little different, and I love the gun, and the SCAR is always a good gun, but the UMP overpowered on both, and it's a great gun. So thanks again for watching, and remember to subscribe, hit the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, hit dislike, and give me your comments. Thank you for your time.